the church provider to help with our computer rotations and things. And the person we were meeting with, he goes, your best defense is education. We do a free education for the entire staff. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
We talk about that and talked about, I'm like, yep, fishing. This is all we already know, but
Yeah.
0 days and all that fun stuff. But
Well,
any questions, burning questions this week?
well, I have a question that you probably can't answer, but we bank with USAA, which is the military. Somebody's phone's ringing. The military bank, whatever. And I was trying to do an e-deposit,
Mhm.
and I've done those before, but fortunately or unfortunately, they've upgraded their systems, and it now requires iOS 13 or better.
Mm,
So I was having a problem doing it on my iPad, but my iPhone is 14.2 or 3 or whatever is the latest.
mhm.
And it still wouldn't let me take a photo because it said that I needed to download a newer version of Java. And I tried and it wouldn't allow me to do it. It said the server keeps stopping, that won't respond. And then
You
under the
should-
hints for Java, it says it's better to have it to be downloading it in a wired network. Well, my network's wired, but my iPhone isn't.
Yeah, and phones don't do Java. You don't need Java with them.
Right, and I can't imagine that they've done something that. Is that
Oh,
me?
well, mute
I have
Chuck.
no idea
No,
who it
that's
is.
not Chuck. I
Sorry.
don't know.
I got my phone so it doesn't ring, but I don't know if I can set my computer so it won't accept phone calls from people not in my.
The like trifecta of all the devices going at once.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've had that happen. Unfortunately, you'd have to, I think, shut down, unlink your accounts. But that's a good question. Okay, so it says to
set
go
up
to the
professional
FaceTime
audio
app.
in audio settings. Yeah, right.
It says to go to the FaceTime app.
Okay.
And then if you click here,
Oh, come on.
I'll screen share. I don't know if you'll be able to.
That one is our regular phone and it's too far away for me to get to.
So if you do FaceTime preferences,
Okay.
it says you can uncheck use your iPhone cellular account.
Calls from phone. I see. Okay.
So, yep.
So FaceTime preferences.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can, do different things. And if you want things blocked, you can do that there too. So, yep.
Well, today I had a very interesting FaceTime call. First, I got the text because last night I had this thing that said, Atakan Ajar is calling you. Well, he's in Turkey. So I was talking to my daughter, but I tried calling him back and there was no answer. Of course, it was 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning because he's in Spain right now. But anyway, I had a wonderful FaceTime conversation with this gentleman who was our tour guide for 2 trips in Turkey that I did. The latest of which was about 12 years ago. So that was fun.
That's cool. That's fun.
Can you give me that phone so I can cut off anybody that calls, please?
Your phone?
The big phone.
So
Big
Connie, you
phone.
got distracted with going into FaceTime. You originally had another question with your, the Java. Trying to
Java
get
thing, yes,
that's
right. Yeah.
right.
I was on the phone with USAA for an hour with the Apple iPhone person and she said, there's no reason why you can't do this. I do it all the time with iPhone.
Did you try restarting the phone and trying
I
again?
did try resetting the phone yesterday and doing it. And
You're doing everything right.
well, that's what she said. Yeah.
Should be proud the tech people are going,
Oh,
well done.
she was gonna get me to somebody higher up, and then we got disconnected, and then I had to go to dinner because we had a date in the dining room, so. It's a busy week for us.
Yeah.
I have an Android phone question.
Go for it. Here's good thing Steven's on today.
That's right. That's why I'm talking. Listen up, Stephen. Okay, I understood last time when I said, about my phone charging and that, and to try the different cord or whatever. And it does it when it charges, sometimes it, it'll say 3 hours left and I'll come back in 20 minutes and it's charged. But the point, what happens now is the phone is fully charged and it'll get down to about 40%. And then all of a sudden it'll jump to like 4%. And so, all right, so I charge it again, but, well, I guess my question is, that can't be the charging, right? That's got to be, the battery is wrong with the battery, right? So I have to figure out if my phone can replace the battery. I don't even know if it's a replaceable battery. It's a blue phone, probably none of you have heard of that. BLU, blue phone. Blue stands for bold like us.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, and it's been a good phone. It's a low end phone, but I just don't know. There's nothing to do if the battery's going, right? Except replace it.
Well, yeah, and not all phones are designed to have their batteries replaced.
Right.
But somebody who knows what they're doing can replace a battery in just about any phone.
Well, isn't it up to whether the back comes off or not? Or does the back come
Yeah,
off?
but like my phone, my phone, I guess the back is not coming off. My phone has it's almost a built-in case around the functionality because it's a military spec phone. I would say somebody who knows what they're doing, if you can order a replacement battery, we'll get it in there. They'll pop open the back even though it wasn't designed to be opened. It's a lot cheaper than getting a new phone.
Yeah, although this phone, I mean, not only, but this phone was only $100. So, that's why I wouldn't be surprised if it's not replaceable battery. And I also, just with going with the model number, I didn't find a battery that said it was for that exact model number online.
Yeah, so it's probably time for a new phone.
Yeah, it'd be cheaper to get a new phone probably than.
I know, and you're saying get an iPhone.
I didn't say that.
I didn't
you.
say that.
Lynn is saying that.
I didn't say that. I prefer the iPhones over Android.
It flashed on your forehead.
That everyone should get an iPhone.
Okay.
Having seen Lynn's phone up on the screen so often, I kind of wish I had one.
Well, I'm not willing to pay the kind of money I need to pay for.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And I think when I get a new phone, I'll stop playing games as much as I was, because that might have been what did it. I don't know.
Nancy,
Yes.
there's a small shop up on Gay Street. No, it's on Market Street, just west of Carlino's, that has a sign out front about repairing phones and iPads and stuff like that. I don't know anything about it. I've just seen the sign as I've walked by or driven by. I don't know whether they can help you or answer your question as to whether they can replace the battery in it or not. I don't know, but it's an option that you
Okay,
might want
thank
to look
you.
at before you bail out completely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's between Carlino's and the parking garage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think I've seen the same sign.
Yeah.
It can't hurt to ask.
That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Right,
I don't know anything about the place other than the fact that I know it's there. And, you know, at least maybe they can answer your question and say, yes, we can, yes, it can be done. No, it can't, or whatever.
right,
And
Right.
if they say it would cost $75 to open the phone, you say, thanks anyway, I'll get a new phone.
right.
And I don't
exactly.
think that's out of the question to replace it. There's probably a flat fee to do that, and 75 is probably not too far out of the range.
Right, well, and the batteries that were online were like in the like only in the $25 range, maybe up to $40, $45. But in other words, it's not gonna get any better. There's no way that like if I can do some, I don't know, I mean, as long as, if it gets to a certain point and then drops, there's no way to fix that. I turn it off at night, but,
Now,
Yeah, so-
the battery has, how old is the phone?
I got it, January of last year, 2020, so year.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's kind of
Shocking.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
Should last
Yeah,
longer
it should have
than that.
lasted a lot longer than that.
okay.
You can
well, yeah.
still use it for games, just use it plugged in.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll still work as long as it's plugged in.
that's a good answer.
You know,
Oh, all right. Just, so it's charging
and
all
you
the
can use it from
time.
home, you know, anywhere you've got a plug, you can use it.
Yeah, so, now what if it goes all the way down to 0? It still might start to recharge?
Oh, it'll recharge from 0.
Okay. Because the lowest I've seen it is 2. 2%. I thought, yikes.
No, I've come back to my car with my phone dead more than once. I just plug it into the car and it resurrects in about 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. But so I don't probably need to think that it would do any good to try to get a new, either the adapter plugs into the outlet or the cord itself or any of that.
No, it's the battery.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, thank you. But yeah, I just leave it plugged in and then when people call, I can unplug it and talk to them. If I need to leave the spot where it's plugged in, right?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
just put them on speaker.
Oh, yeah. You know, I forget about speaker. I don't use that very often.
It's very handy,
Yeah.
especially
I
if
use it-
your phone has good audio qualities.
How would I
I use
know?
it all
Because I
the
don't hear.
time.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
hear
just-
what I look like.
No, you just listen to it, and if it sounds good on speaker, leave it on speaker. It's much better than walking around like this.
Yeah, yeah, but it uses the battery even faster. But if you got it plugged in, that's all right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what happens though when that doesn't work anymore and it completely dies? Will I be
New
able to get this? Yeah, I know, but would I be able to get the stuff off my other phone?
No, you would at that point. Well,
You back it up?
yeah, make sure your phone's backed up. Number one.
How do I do that? Because just because it's isn't all the
Cloud stuff.
yeah, cloud stuff is backed up, right? If it's like my Google account and everything is backed up to the cloud automatically? No.
It
I-
should.
It should be, but I wouldn't rely on that.
Mhm.
I would do a backup of the phone every once in a while.
And how do I
Should
do
be under
that?
the general settings. Keyword should. You could always look at them next time you're at the church for volunteering.
On the phone under settings, there's a thing for backup, you think?
There should be.
There should be. And if worst comes to worst, you plug your phone into a computer with a USB cable and it'll act like a disk drive and you can go through a backup function there.
So backing it up to my computer?
Yeah.
And then that will be picked up when I back up my computer to the external
No,
hard
then
drive.
you'd have to do that manually, but
Oh, okay.
basically the key is you want to replace the phone before it completely quits on you.
Okay.
Which could be
So
next
just-
week.
Could be tomorrow. For Mother's Day, I want a new phone.
There you
All
go.
right, there you go.
But
Sounds like a plan.
less than 2 years is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But is there any way to, any reason to complain to the company and see if they do anything?
Do you have a warranty with them?
I mean, not an extra one. I don't know what the real warranty is, but I have a feeling it's a year, just because everything's usually a year.
Yeah, probably.
Did you get it locally, Nancy?
No, I ordered it from wherever. Actually, what happened is my son-in-law figured out that was one of the best ones for the kids when they decided to give the kids phones, and it seemed to work well for them. So I just got the same thing. And because it had, what he wanted them to have, it's not like an iPhone, but it's worked good. Although they have had a couple of problems with theirs, but I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, I was going to say, did they get them at the same time?
No, I got mine after theirs. And it does upgrade. So I don't know if like the upgrade had anything to do with it's using too much power or something for,
There was a software update that
yeah.
you did right before the battery started going?
No, not right. Well, not that I installed right before that, but I noticed that a lot of things are different. And then I noticed that when I did look on the phone, and the update to version 9 was April 3rd or something. So it was recent. So maybe it was around that time, but it wasn't one of the ones that it says, install this. It did it on its own. It did it. But you're right. I mean, we're talking about, like I say, I can't believe I'm saying $100 is nothing, but compared to phones, welcome to the 21st century. I should know that, I can understand why my mother said, I hope I don't live too much longer because I can't understand any of this stuff.
Well, you should get
Phones
her
are
into
nice,
our
but-
Zoom.
Well, no, she's gone now, but when
Ah,
when internet first came out and they had all these things that, that would be helpful to older people, and she tried to do it, but they had a lot of pop-up things that she believed she was supposed to reply to.
that'll get you in trouble.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, that is true.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hope
At
it
least
goes.
my laptop works, so I'll still be on Zoom here.
iPhones are nice, Nancy.
Yeah. But you probably don't want to get the cheapest one either, right?
No.
Or what is it? What is the cheapest one?
I have an 8, which is what, 4 behind now? Lynn, we're up to
Probably,
12.
yeah, because I have a 12. But there's an SC that just came out that's really teeny. It's like really small. And I think it was designed for discounted things.
And
So you
it's
could-
cheaper or more expensive because it's small?
Hold on. Yeah, they're still selling those. But yeah, iPhone SE is the new teeny one, which is starting at $400. But you can pay it $12 a month and get
rest
it
your
and
life.
be able to trade it in a year later. I do their monthly leasing program because I want to upgrade my phone every year. So I pay $20 every month to do that. So it's like leasing a phone.
So what happens when you finally get
You
out
can
of
either
it?
keep it, if you, after a year or two, you just won't pay money for it anymore. You won't pay the lease, or you can upgrade and do the upgrade program.
All right. Well, not there yet.
Lynn, can you still buy the iPhone 8s? Are
You
they
should
still
be able
available?
to. It's not on Apple's website, but I'm guessing if you went to like Best Buy or Amazon.
Because I got I bought two iPhone 8s 2 years ago at Christmas time, and they were like $5.95 a piece, and I got them at the Apple store.
Yeah,
And $5.95 is not that bad for an iPhone compared to what the 12s are now.
hmm Yeah, it's on
Wow.
Amazon.
Yeah, I
Okay.
cringed, but we actually paid more than that for my wife's last Android phone.
Yeah.
Actually, it's so it looks like you can do trade it, which is like buying refurbished phones. There's an iPhone 8 with 256 gigs of storage, which is massive, for
I was just gonna say.
$165, and the condition says it's really good. So
Hmm. Yeah, but then that won't talk to any of the rest of my system, right? Systems, because I mean, I have PC and I have, my laptop is, won't be, isn't an iPad.
It'll talk to us.
you won't get your text messages and stuff on your computer like Connie did today, because she has a Mac laptop.
Oh, that might be a good thing.
But I don't think you have that right now with the PC.
No, right, no.
Androids don't speak to all the other devices the way that Apple, just everything syncs together in this beautiful melody.
Harmony.
Harmony.
This All right. Well,
The end of the
we'll
week.
see. We can, if all else fails, I'll take up a collection for my friends here on Zoom.
Yeah, but
Do a
yeah,
Fun to me.
GoFundMe page.
Uptraded site looks pretty good. And it's 165 for an iPhone 8.
Is
Where
that on
would you-
Amazon? Is that on Amazon?
Refurbisheduptrade.com.
Oh, refurbished uptrade, because Bill's still working on my old 6.
Yeah, here's the website.
no way he's gonna get a-
don't know this company, so I don't know
Okay.
how good they are, but it looks nice. It looks
Yeah.
like a tech version of what's it called? eBay.
Hmm.
So it's uptradeit.com.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't
Up-
know. I'd want to do some research on the website.
No, wait, what I thought you said it was refurbishedupgrade.com. What?
Well, it's a refurbished phone.
Oh, but
So somebody had it before you, so you
yeah, I
use-
know, but what's the name of the company you were looking at, the URL for the
The
company?
URL is uptradeit.com.
Oh, I'm sorry. Trade.
This is the link to the iPhone 8 that popped up when I hit Google.
If they have an 8 for 165, I'd look at 10s.
Yeah.
That's only $60 up more than the one you got.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that kind of math, but
There you
anything
go.
else is.
Haven't you pushed buy it now yet?
No, but I would quick send it to my kids, say, here's Mother's Day present.
Brilliant.
But
Sounds like
what
a Mother's Day present to me.
Yeah, right, except I just got a huge bouquet of flowers. They probably think that's a Mother's Day present.
They
but-
should do something more than flowers.
But I won't be able to, will I be able to transfer my contacts, the iPhone from my Android?
You should be able to.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to download your contacts into some kind of a file and upload them into the Apple format.
We'll deal with that at a later meeting.
Yes. Once you get your Mother's Day
Get one.
gift, we'll
Exactly.
investigate how to move Android
We'll
stuff.
hook you up. Lynn will start working on that.
Oh, here you go. Here's a website. On your Android device, make sure the Wi-Fi is turned on. Plug in your new iOS device and your Android device into power. Make sure that the contacts can move. Oh, it looks super easy. Move data from Android. Hit the tap button. Oh my gosh. This looks too good to be true.
You
Yeah,
have
that's
no
a problem.
excuse now, Nancy.
Yeah, but I like the too good to be true. That's what the, yeah.
We'll deal with it next week for you, Nancy.
Yep, come back happy after Mother's Day.
There you go.
Yeah, right. But what, so it's, they ship it to me, right?
It looks like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a website, so they would mail it to you.
Hey,
But I
Lynn,
would-
I
Well,
have
you
a,
can have it tomorrow.
yeah, right. I have a question. Remember how we made our phone so that if we don't have a number in our phone, it goes right into voicemail?
Right.
Will it still ring on my iPad since they're connected? Or do I need to do that on my iPad? And if, can I do it on my iPad?
Good question.
Yeah. I would think since they're connected, you shouldn't have to do anything, but
Well, yeah, right.
'Cause
Should
it-
is the operative word.
Yes.
your phone should block the call.
Well,
on
it
all
sends it into
devices.
voicemail, yeah. So I
Yeah,
agree
it
with
should,
you. I think
I wouldn't think it would ring at all. Cause
Yeah,
it's not
there's no
making it to the
You
phone
have
to
cell-
ring.
Is your iPad cellular or just Wi-Fi?
Oh, no, my iPod is cellular.
Okay, so you have more than I do. Mine's just Wi-Fi.
Oh,
So
but
mine,
you know, it's so old though, I can't even order my drugs online from them because they upgraded to iOS 13 too, and this one doesn't go that high. It's only 6 years old, which is frustrating.
yeah. It's challenging, isn't it?
It's expensive is what it is. It's just-
Yep. They know how to keep you addicted. Make money,
with money.
like every
Well,
business.
As Bill says, we have pent up demand after the last 15 months. So,
Well, and the chip shortage doesn't help.
no, I know.
See,
Uh,
the problem with the Apple world is addiction. The problem with the Android and PC world is disease.
It's so true.
It is what?
So true.
Disease.
Oh.
And Apple is addicted, like, oh, it looks so pretty. I want the new thing.
Oh no, I don't do that.
Everybody
I
who
can't
deals
act
with
on it because it's too expensive.
everybody who deals with PCs is trepidatious about upgrades, and Apple stuff is. Oh, I want the latest.
Yeah.
PC users going, oh no, they changed something.
Yeah, right. And is that justified, do you think? Apple doesn't have that problem when they change things?
PCs
They
are
make it-
ubiquitous in the
Their
workplace.
their
yeah.
changes aren't as disruptive. I think they test things better.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's also one company that does everything. So they're in charge
Yes.
of the hardware, the software. So all of their employees speak to each other. Where like Dell, the Dell laptop is made by Dell, but it's running Microsoft software. So you have to work between companies. So they're not communicating as well with each other.
And then everything else that runs on the computer is from some other vendor
Yeah.
that wrote the software. So you can't talk to one person about any one problem. You're going to end up, oh no, that's not our problem. That's their problem. And then you call them and oh no, that's not our problem. It's this person's problem.
Since Dan isn't here, I feel Dan channeling me. I am so confused about all this.
Thank you,
Yes, Dan, wherever you are, you're channeling me. I do have a question.
Bob. Okay.
Are we finished with all these other Android, Apple things? We're going to have to account for that when we get to the pearly gates. They're going to say, account for all your
Devices.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My question is emails. Is there a way to save those into your Word documents or computers? if you want to save emails.
You
Or
want
do
to
you just-
export them from the cloud onto a Word document, or
Yes, yeah,
I'm sure what's your email provider again?
AOL.
No.
Oh.
What does that mean?
At the
That's a
very,
big
at
problem.
at the very least, you can copy and paste it to a
Yeah.
Word document.
What I would do.
Well,
That would
yeah,
be
I can
a
do-
one email at a time, and you'd have to physically,
Okay. All
copy.
right, well, I can do that. I didn't know whether,
But I'm Googling now to see.
why did you, oh my, AOL?
Well, it's just not updated as well because they've kind of stopped running their stuff in the way that they did back in the 90s when it
Well,
was.
Verizon just
They've
sold
just
them.
been sold too.
Yeah, they
right.
just sold them again. But so it's always, but I know like 1.2 million people are still on AOL. So they're not, ending the service or anything. But it's harder to find. In my opinion, I feel it's harder to find help for AOL.
Well, in the old days, I found they were very proprietary. They wanted to take over your whole computer and run everything a little bit like Google today. So we got rid of it. But
Yes, but did you?
No,
oh, I got rid of it.
No,
Well,
it's still got its tentacles somewhere.
I
oh,
got an email from Yahoo today asking, or saying that my Yahoo email, which I created when I was in middle school, will be deleted because I haven't used it in so long. I was like, I thought I deleted that 10 years ago.
I still have a judo email that won't go away.
oh God.
Juno, ooh.
Well, we're on all different computers than when we had those things. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah.
So one option, Bob, is to all of the emails you want to do, you could just hit the print menu, and instead of changing it to a printer, there should be an option to save as PDF. And you could create a folder on your documents. And do it that way.
Okay,
Um,
or we can just let them in the cloud under AOL.
yeah, I'm sure there's a way to export that though under file or something, but I'd have to play in AOL to see if we could find that. But you could do if you want. But
Okay,
Don't wear your good shoes because they'll get muddy.
the question is, do you want to export all of your emails that have ever been created or just specific ones?
actually, it was a Jean question and she's not here, so I'm asking it for her.
Yeah,
Well,
But
tell
because
her
it's
you need
a lot
be here if
easier
she
to
has
do
questions.
that for like 50 emails versus 1,000.
Okay,
Or 20,000.
Technically, they're safer in the cloud.
Steven says safer in heaven. Oh, cloud.
But to
All
say,
right, I'm going to quote you, Stephen, when she returns and I give this little report.
Okay.
Stephen says. That's like Simon says.
Well, based on what we've discussed in the past, do you understand why I made that statement?
No,
Channeling Dan here.
AOL's servers are theoretically not going anywhere, whereas the computer that you would save the emails to has a lifespan. Or it could be accidentally lost or stolen or
Deleted.
yeah, it just the files don't have as long a life expectancy on your computer as they do out in the cloud.
All right.
Mhm. But you back up your computer, so deleting emails shouldn't be, or some of those issues shouldn't be as effective since you can migrate it.
All right. Well, I have this oracle from Stephen.
I like it.
Oh, dear.
We've got enough humorists on here. We don't need Dan every week.
Hope Dan's okay.
Yeah, but he's missed when he's not here.
That's for sure.
Stephen,
Yeah.
I have a CVIM question.
Oh,
Any update on Dr. Worship?
the last one I got was confirmed. I think it's the word is glioblastoma.
Glioblastoma, yeah.
Glioblastoma, which is not a good diagnosis,
No.
but she's in good spirits and she's fighting it, and she's very happy for people's prayers.
Mm,
Mhm.
Thank you.
And she's looking optimistically at coming back to CVIM sometime in the July, August timeframe.
Good.
Poor thing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Rick. Any other
Well,
questions?
then I was going to tell you that I through much trauma the other night when suddenly my iPad and phone didn't import any of my Gmail since 2:00 in the afternoon. I knew there were going to be hundreds there. I now know why I'm on Google Mail on my new computer and Gmail on the older devices. And it's because at some point when I was putting all this stuff in it, I got this little thing saying, click on Google Mail and keep all your mail in one place, all your email accounts in one place.
Hmm.
But I don't know how to change that if I want to say, no, I don't want all my accounts in one place. I mean, I've got Bill's account and my church account and everything all in one little thing. Because for some reason, they wanted me to sign into Google the other day
Mhm.
and it didn't like my password. So, you know, if that happens too many times, I just say forget passwords and I change it.
Mhm.
But that meant I then had to go into my iPad and my iPhone and re-enter the new password, which I finally figured out at 10:00 at night when I was so frustrated. But, you know, whatever.
Was this Mac mail?
Well, it's the mail. Yes, it's the little icon that comes with a Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think that if you went into preferences, there'd be a way to split those up. But I'd have to look at it to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm sure there's a way to
I
change
mean, it's
that.
not the end of the world. It's just frustrating because
It's
yeah.
nice to have them separated, but in one location that you can switch between.
right, which is what Spark does. I got
Right.
that. I'm still working on that, but I got 20,000 emails to deal with. It's gonna be there forever sorting them out.
Oh, my.
Actually, I think it's down to about 15,000, but it's still.
There is a delete button.
Yes, I know that, but When I was working and in business, I did not delete emails from my clients
Gotcha.
or from my suppliers. So, you know,
I would
Yeah.
go insane. I get annoyed if I can't see the bottom of my,
your
inbox.
inbox. Well, and the thing is that, Bill will say, I don't remember such and such, and I can do a Google search on somebody and come right up with the email that tells him what he wants to know,
Mhm.
because they're all in there. So
I can do that too,
go up
but
to
I
the
have them
top
in
and do a
Are
folders
they,
so they're
are
hidden.
they in folders or are they in your
No, they're not in
inbox?
folders because they didn't have folders in those days.
Ah,
They're just all in the inbox, and to put them in folders is going to take me a very long time. But it's all, I can just go up to the top and type in someone's name and get a list of all the emails they've sent me, and, scroll down and find what I want. I mean, I got all Lynn's in there. Thank you, Lynn.
Welcome. Oh, too funny. Yeah.
Oh, so,
Well, good luck.
well, thank you.
Good.
I mean, someday when I have time, yesterday I was, 2 days ago, I was so frustrated with everything that was going on in life. I said, I want another pandemic. I have to stay home and I can't get involved.
Terrible.
I know, but opening up has just been, unless I say no to everything, which is what I will do pretty soon at the rate I'm going.
Hmm. It is funny. I feel like everybody all of a sudden went, let's do stuff. So May's just insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I keep thinking of all the things I could have done when I couldn't go anyplace, why
Oh,
didn't I do
absolutely.
that?
Aha.
Right. And I didn't. But
Yeah.
in retrospect, we now know the value of being shut down for a while. You can get things done, but you have to choose to do them.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It's true. Pros and cons. But yeah.
Oh, well.
Other comments, questions? Food for thought?
Lynn, did you go to rehearsal last night?
We didn't have rehearsal. We recorded the band on Monday since John's away this week.
Ah,
And Don can't lead a worship band yet.
no, it would be rather difficult to stream.
You mean he's not ambihandorous?
Wouldn't matter. He
Only
would
one
be able
arm.
to do the frets.
Oh dear.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question though, since we're talking about that. When we do something live stream and everybody's there, like in the old days, then that produces a video which people can look at, and is that how it still works? Like, so when you do something ahead, you do the live stream, but then it's a video but if you did it ahead and you did it a live stream and then you projected it as a live stream, it's still a video?
So, for example, Monday night, we went and recorded the band, and I started a private stream, so it wasn't on the website. The only people that could get it were me or anyone I sent the link to. And I, record that 2 or 3 hour slot, however long we were there. And then the next morning I go in and download it, and then I edit out the sections I want.
That's where my question was going. You could,
So
so even if you did it live, if you did it live stream, totally live, then after the broadcast, you could still go in and edit things if there were some big things that you didn't want in there or not. You know what I'm saying?
not live.
No, after it's live, but once it's, all right, say Sunday's service, that's already gone. Say it was all live. If
Yeah.
there was something that happened live, could you go in after the fact and edit it so that when people saw it later on in the week, they wouldn't see that whatever it was? No, okay.
I can download it and edit out a clip. Like I do that for the sermon each week.
Oh, okay.
Cut out everything but the sermon and put it on YouTube, and I cut out the children's sermon and put it on YouTube. But
Yeah, okay.
I can't go back and go, oh, let's fix this or lower
Well,
third.
no, you can't, you have
or
to, you could only
crop
cut
out
out.
that awkward space where people are staring at the camera awkwardly, waiting
How long do the sermons stay on YouTube?
forever.
Good, okay. Because Bill and I was live streaming out of the TV studio and Bill was here at home. We were both laughing hysterically at Don's sermon. It was the best, it was the most humble sermon we've ever heard. And it was just wonderful. And so I sent him an email because we have seen in Scotland a woman who trains border collies as sheepdogs. And she had the mother and she had one of the puppies and she was training the puppies. And it was just amazing to watch them. And the mother dog would cover for her son. If he did something wrong or didn't do one, she'd run around real fast and do what he was supposed to do. I mean, but I said to Don, I said, it was a perfect analogy. It was so good. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Fun.
Oh, well.
Way to represent the youth group,
I
Bob.
was thinking the same thing.
Pat?
Mm.
There you go.
Did you help with the youth group at some point?
Gene and I did this a few years back, did something with them, and they gifted us with this.
T-shirts.
I was surprised you didn't say, oh, you're one of the youth group.
Well, you were part of the youth group back in the day.
Back in 1954, 55, 56.
Wow.
Was there a youth program at the time, or?
Yeah.
That reminds me, my granddaughter recently asked me if there were cars when I was a little girl.
And what was your
And
answer?
yeah, the answer is,
I punched her. No, I said,
I don't remember.
yeah, right.
We were having dinner last night with a couple and he mentioned something about his ice box. And I said, oh, I haven't heard that term for many, many years. Oh,
Kids are funny.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Say the
well.
darndest things.
They do indeed.
well,
Well,
people are just
some of
kids
the-
at the end of the day, Karen.
some adults are funny,
Yeah.
Right.
including
Well,
people on
you
this
just said we
screen.
have to become as a child, and at our age, or my age anyway, we're becoming children again.
That's why I feel there's hope for me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
except you receive the kingdom as a little child.
Right,
Receives the kingdom. Doesn't say childish.
right. There's a difference.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Boy, I think there's a sermon in that. Let's think about it.
Will you give it to us next week?
Or in the words of Don, that'll preach.
Yeah, right, that'll
Yeah.
preach.
Oh, that's an old phrase. That's,
Oh, okay. I've
Don't
never
give
heard
him-
anybody but him use it.
Mm. Oh, well.
well, next week I give it to Maris Grove.
Oh, you do next week. Thank you for warning me. On Wednesday, right?
Right.
You're
Well-
doing a service there?
Yeah,
They have a midweek communion.
11:00 service.
Is that weekly or monthly?
For Protestants that aren't, for the Reformed Protestants, it's monthly. It's one week it's Mass and one week it's Episcopal and 1 week it's Lutheran and 1 week it's the rest of us, so to speak. Have you met our new gal that's in charge of our
Chaplaincy?
chaplaincy? Yeah,
Who, me?
yeah,
No.
okay. She's cool. She's just finished seminary she's a Methodist, gonna be a Methodist pastor. And she used to be the head of our PT group here, and she just got the call to seminary and finished that. So she's moved into that role, which is perfect for her because her parents live here and she's still here. So, it's been great.
That's cool.
Yeah. Karen Bartkowski. You'll meet her next week.
I have to say, I grew a suspicion of Methodists. My stepson's grandmother, late in life, became a Methodist minister. And one day I asked her what the method was, and she couldn't answer me. So I figured, why did you go to seminary if you don't, if you don't know what the source of the denominational name is? What can you teach me?
It meant that John Wesley was more methodical
Well, than everybody
Then-
else.
the others in England. He had
Gotcha.
a more methodical approach to being church.
I would have expected her to be able to tell me that.
Hmm.
Well, took a Presbyterian to tell you.
I heard,
Presbyterians
Been a-
are so
She's
focused
been
on
a
education and
pastor for a
learning.
long time.
yes.
She
Do
did not
you-
have the years behind her.
You know that there is a Presbyterian way and a Lutheran way to clean your dresser drawers?
No, discipline and order is one of them.
Go ahead and tell
Well-
us, Dan.
Well, a Lutheran would pull open the drawer and look in and say, well, I don't need this, and I don't need that, and I don't need that, then close the drawer.
Okay.
A Calvinist or Presbyterian would take a grip on the drawer, pull it out, dump the whole thing, and say, I need this, and I need that, and I need that,
Mhm.
which was their way of doing theology. Lutherans, the Calvinist was more involved. I can't think of the word that I wanted to use, but more thorough. Calvin was more thorough. Dump the whole thing and put back what you want, rather than just look in there, oh, I don't need that and that, and close the drawer. There you are.
I
Shall
wonder
we
if Marie
pray?
Kondo is a Calvinist.
Oh, we pray.
Sorry.
You may give by, the screen will show you, electronic giving. You can give by check, or you can mail it to the church, or there's text giving. You see it on the screen.
Or you can send it to Bob's personal Venmo account.
Our final hymn was recorded on October 9, 1972. Do you go back that far, Lynn?
No,
No.
we started live streaming in 2017, so that's as far back as we have.
Mm.
Yeah. But maybe there's an old recording somebody took from the 70s. That's possible.
But it's absolutely great how you pulled in live hymns from the past. I mean, it really feels real
Right.
worship.
Mhm.
And a few other churches I've looked in on, they don't do that.
Mhm.
No.
I had a very interesting conversation with a friend who, her church, of course, is not nearly as big as Westminster, so they didn't have live streaming. So what they've been doing is, Zoom and worship, there's somebody at their home playing the piano and all this.
Right.
And she has watched Westminster from time to time, and the church we grew up in, who are both using recorded clips because we have them. And she goes, I don't find it worshipful with the old clips, because it's like remembering the past and you know, going, it was better then than it is now. And she's like, I like seeing the church live at people's homes and how it continues throughout this phase. I was like, well, that's an interesting way of
Right,
looking
yeah.
at it that I hadn't thought of before.
Mhm.
But
Well, I've argued that the pre-recorded services are more of a production than live worship is.
mhm,
It feels different.
Hmm.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
somebody has to do wardrobe consistent, or there's a term in the entertainment industry for the person who makes sure that scenes are consistent from one shot
Script
to another.
supervisor,
What's that?
script supervisor.
Right.
And it'll be interesting to see how many people want to go back to church personally when they can't sing
Right.
and it's a recorded choir. You know, you're in the church, but you're not really participating. And actually, when you sit home with live stream, you can sing as loud as you want.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Anybody try to sing on Sunday, Lynn?
I think some people sang softly in their pews,
Through their
but
masks, yeah.
yeah, with their mask on. I was in the back for the traditional, so I wasn't really, you know, able to, everybody was facing forward. So,
Mhm.
you know, all the volume is going out and I was, you know, of course, working.
I know
Um,
Don was worshiping in the
contemporary, yeah, there
Contemporary
was 10
service.
people,
Yeah.
less than 10 people. I think we had more tech volunteers than we did congregants at the contemporary service. But
But that was still just leaders, right?
yeah, but we
Yeah.
still have openings for both services this week. So if you are interested in going, there's still space.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
thought there would be a rush.
Well, but it's Mother's Day and they may have other things that they had planned to do or something, I'm thinking,
Mhm.
or
I didn't know that was on the liturgical calendar.
Good point, good point. And actually, a lot of kids go to church with their mother on Mother's Day that don't necessarily go to church otherwise too, so.
There's a truth to that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. But I think families in general, like until there's Sunday school or
Yeah.
some outlet for the kids, aren't probably, there'll be some, but I'm skeptical they'll come back because it's so convenient to have the kids running around the family room
Yeah.
in their PJs than, you know, hauling them in their little car to try to keep them entertained in a pew. But
Well, Nancy will be busy unwrapping her new phone on Sunday, so she won't have time to be there either.
I'll be in the pro presenter position.
Oh,
Chuck.
Will you? That's
Oh, yeah.
great.
we have more AV volunteers on this call than we don't at the moment. So thank you all for stepping in.
So that would be what? Stephen, Nancy,
At
Connie,
my-
Sarah Grove,
yeah.
I'm an AV volunteer.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron, Chuck.
I apologize, I didn't count you, Connie, because you're not in the building. I didn't think of that.
That's a lot.
You are.
Oh,
Ooh.
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, my goodness.
Really
Hey, Bob, next week at Maris Grove, we get to sing in our masks, but we get to sing.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they're allowing up to 150 in our chapel. I don't know why the church is limiting it to 80 because our chapel only holds 350 and sanctuary holds more than that.
I think they'll increase the numbers as, you know, things.
Yeah.
When
get
does the
better.
task force meet again?
Karen?
That's what I'm looking. The 10th of May.
Oh, okay, next week.
next Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
So I assume that's when we'll hear something, hopefully some changes on what can happen and what can't happen.
Hmm.
Thank you for being on that committee, Karen. I'm sure it's not
Yeah.
fun.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I hear more from my choir buddies than anybody.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Not railing on you, are they?
A little bit,
Really?
a little bit.
Well,
Do you know how many of us are vaccinated?
No,
We can't ask.
Oh, really? Oh,
no.
We can't ask, but we can ask them to volunteer that information if they would like to.
actually, who says you can't ask?
HIPAA. It's a medical
Uh,
thing.
Okay, Lynn, this is, should talk with them, but you cannot enter the amphitheater if you're not vaccinated or have a proof of a test within 72 hours, and they will ask.
Is it because they're a private organization though? Or they're
Yeah, that's what
nonprofit though, aren't they?
Nonprofit.
Hmm.
And a gated community, so you'd think. That's interesting.
Well, you have to have proof of either of those to get on an airplane too.
Mhm.
Oh. But see, that's the people volunteering that information. That's why I said you could, Ed could send an email to the choir and saying, we are not allowed to ask you if you've been vaccinated, but if you want to volunteer that information, you can send it in.
I did ask if they wanted that added on the registration page, if you're willing to share, but
Really?
I was told not to
Told you
add that
couldn't.
at the moment,
Yeah.
but it's interesting.
Oh, well, we're past 11, Lynn. We're keeping you busy.
I know. Oh,
It's good discussion.
Yeah.
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 And you've gotten some laughs.
Yes. I enjoy our time together.
Mm.
Yes.
Lynn, this is Terrence. Do you have time for a brief call after
Sure.
we get off this?
You want to just
Okay,
stay on?
okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll
All right.
leave.
Well, I'll leave and see you.
Bye.
Bye.